Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Spyro. Last week, we got lightning breath. Oh, this menu. I don't think I talked about it last time. This menu is miserable. So, it isn't about the actual positions visually. Up and down goes between the breath types, and side to side goes between the, bomb or whatever, the power version of the breath and the normal one. So even though right here, regular fire is more vertically above the fire bomb and more vertically above the firebomb than it is the lightning breath. It's side to side to get between them, and up and down to get between the breath. And I forget it every time, and it feels bad, and it isn't well designed, which is too bad because the menu does look cool, visually. I love when menus are conceptual like this, but it's just no good. Anyway, we are in a level known as Tall Plains, and I think we've been sent back to the beginning of it, which is too bad, because I definitely saved a ways into the level. But I guess we're gonna have to go back through, at least a little bit. The torment begins again. This is one of the most, for no good reason, one of the most fun parts of the game is just using the lightning breath to throw guys around. So despite a little bit of setback, hopefully not as much as it seems like it'll be, but I'm not feeling good about that prospect under the circumstances. Hold on, can I look at the controls? I'm gonna turn the slow motion chance back on. It's really funny. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Now that I've acclimated to the game. Whoa, back up. I don't like warp one. I can't be focused on the enemy this whole time, or I will talk about nothing else. But whoop. Stop that. Nice took me forever. It does kind of feel like this is maybe in the early enough period of gaming when there were certain standards of... I mean, I don't know exactly what year this came out, but it was still on the GameCube and PS2, so... They were still kind of trying to figure out 3D platformers, I feel like. Can you stop? Can you stop doing this? But it is always interesting to see ways that, Stop. different, like, attack names that would, like, by current day, they're, like, standardized, what people tend to call them. Okay, can I? Well, it didn't work. I want this guy. Ooh. They hate me. They hate me. I'm going to die. I do like it's subtle. I don't always like. Oh, okay. Killed by dynamite. I think I need to, like, firebomb this guy up here before he keeps being a problem. Well, I don't think it's actually going to work out. A little too, like, out of reach. I went on that spiel and then kept getting distracted as I knew I would. Like, specifically the tooltip about how the ground pound was just called a tail strike. For whatever reason. What a little sucker. I've already forgotten why I need to do this. I'm sure it'll concern, like... Come on. I'm trying to think if I even felt like I needed to do all of them. But I legitimately don't remember what even the benefit of doing it was. I'm sure it's getting to, like, a platform and maybe it will end up being helpful to have all of them pushed. It doesn't lead to very interactive gameplay to just do this, but when there's enough enemies that they kind of just swarm me if I'm not careful, it's hard to, like... This game's... This is ridiculous. Oh. Not even a real problem. Again, these guys are encaged and everything. That guy seems to be waiting for help, but... Also the way that these guys are just like...
My enemy is my friend.
Does that mean what I think it does?
Yeah, we've got to help him.
Oh, brother.
Up! No, I've fallen. Zinni Ice Twister.
It's okay. We can try again.
I almost fell again. What is going on? What is going on with the terrain here?
Let's keep trying.
Get out of here. Don't want you.
Watch it, would ya?
I was just trying to help.
Well, the Outlawer and Kane need no help.
Oh, just about to spring into action, huh?
Forget this guy, Spyro. Come on.
What did they want with you, anyway?
It's none of your business. Now move. I've got a tribe to save.
Oh, you're welcome.
I do like his design. I think I said that last time. Kind of like an alpaca man. Hi, freak. Stop. It is really, really funny when, for whatever reason, the, like... the kill plane or... like... fall damage hit detection for the enemy is, like, right at the... oh, never mind. Right at the edge of the cliff like that. Especially when it isn't true from, like, I have yet to figure out if Spyro even takes fall damage, and I sure don't think he does. Anyway. It's hold. It's hold the button. Yeah, Spyro, like, oofed as if he got hurt, but... I don't think I actually took any damage from it. Yay! Okay. I used to... One of the games I would play with my family a lot, especially as a kid, in like the multiplayer mode. We had... Yippee! Wahoo! We had two different games in the Medal of Honor series, which if you don't know what it is, it's very easy to figure it out from the name. Probably the third or fourth tier, like, American military, like, propaganda game. And they were like, I mean, I haven't touched them. Medal of Honor in PS1 era was the #1. I feel like basically wasn't overthrown to Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I definitely think that is a fair argument, but like I do think these days, like, Call of Duty obviously is like in the popular perception, Call of Duty is the most famous, and then I feel like Medal of Honor's probably been overtaken by like Battlefield or something. But I haven't touched them in years, and I am sure that even from what I do remember, they were not necessarily the kindest perception of... Especially the one was, like, mostly about... like, playing as American soldiers... starting in, like, reaction to Pearl Harbor, and then, like, fighting against the Japanese army, and in, like, other parts of East Asia. And I'm sure even the parts that weren't just, like, enemy goons were not the... Oh! I did not mean to explode that way. I'm sure even the parts of it that weren't just, like... entirely fighting, like, enemies. Like, opposing army soldiers were not the kindest depiction of, like, Asian cultures. But I bring it up because this level's theme keeps reminding me of some of the level themes from that game. Some of the, like, jungle levels, especially, which I guess it all kind of boils down to American perceptions of Asian geography and of jungles overall. It's not, like, hugely the worst. Like, it was very much just passive things like this. Like, calming woodwind tracks. Like, very stereotypical, but not, like, necessarily offensively so. Funny to know how times change in different generations. Yeah, for sure. Like... I haven't... I've barely paid attention to any of the enemy names yet this stream. So I don't know if there's any that have been particularly standout weird, but, like... it sure does not stop the majority of them from being remarkably silly even when I don't notice them. Stop. Get exploded by your own exploded. Panther Dream... Fisty Panther Dreamer. What is this guy doing? Well, me and Meadowlawn, I still see talked about when you go over PS1 stuff is one of the last ones, like French Resistance. Oh, I've died. I didn't even realize my health was getting that low. French Resistance cutting down Nazis. Yeah, the other one I had was like... I don't think you were necessarily French. Where am I? Fisty's Revenge. Yeah, I think it was still like you were the American army, but it was at least like you're fighting Nazis very explicitly. If there's one thing, and obviously it still isn't flawless, God knows, but if there's one thing American propaganda, especially around World War II, does right, it's consistently portray the Nazis as, like, the bad guys. Lowest bar in the world. Tracer. My new, my new band of Overwatch characters. Oh. Forest Rowan and Bald Rowan, or something. I've already forgotten. Rowanwood. Yes! I did, Iris, before you came in, I did turn the slow motion chance back up to 100%. 9/11, most were just war nerds making games they feel like. Yeah. Especially, like, before the idea of a war history nerd was so entwined with like being a shithead. Honey Maple. Mayhem Honey Maple is like, that's a T-girl name, and or a D&D character name. That's like a halfling barbarian. Cram Moonraven. A gnome, yeah. Stop it. Oh, that didn't work. Hazel Talon. Bye-bye. Oh. Woodhand Honeybeard. I do like the idea of, like, a tree folk who is a pirate and has, like, the pirate, like, prosthetics, but they're still wood. Weird Bush Pinevine. Jackal Quester. Schluebell? Stop. Nicer to me. Dare you take his mystical missive? Can you... Watch out. He's coming for me. His speed is unmatched. In 5 years I'll have eroded a path through that pillar and then I'll be screwed. Okay, where are these guys? Right where I want them. It's too bad that they'll probably never make a more efficient way to play this game than to just shock enemies off of a 3-foot drop so that they die immediately. Savriel Magic Touch. Straight up a Warcraft character name. Hey, this guy's just hanging out. Not a care in the world. Oh, Venom Ghost. Wow! Didn't even notice that he threw that. Even though it's still really repetitive, but I am glad there's a different, like, battle, like, tension theme. The one in the other level, that was just, like, the chanting. So definitely this is way more fun to play. Like, the game feel of this is definitely better than Enter the Dragonfly. Year of the Dragonfly? Enter the Dragon. I always get it mixed up because there's... You would think the one I played more I would have memorized better. Year of the Dragon from the original trilogy. And Enter the Dragonfly. The bad one. It is a little hard to compare other aspects so far because, like, this one has... The levels have kind of just been... swamp. Ice world. Can you stop? What a hater. What the hell was that? I guess I'm not allowed to go up there. Unless if I can climb. I do also, like, it is impossible to judge this game in comparison to other ones without, like, taking into consideration how much more annoying Sparks is now. Well, that's not ideal. Because good lord. And good god. Yeah, he at least he barely says anything in gameplay. Only, like, if he wants to point me towards something of interest. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. They can't seem to let me have a cutscene without him, but... Even then, he doesn't always say anything particularly standout annoying.
We're going to have to use the water wheels to move ahead.
Oh, it's never easy.
That isn't helpful. I do like, though... because I'm pretty sure that, like... We're here to get the ice guy. And then I'm pretty sure instead of water, the fourth breath in this one is earth. Whoa! So I do like that, like, the levels are kind of themed toward the next Smile Briar, towards the next element we get. That's kind of cute. I imagine there's going to be more game afterwards, so who knows. They literally just show up. David Spade only voices worked in the first game. Maybe everything will be okay. Different voice actor each and every one of the trilogy. Interesting. Geraldo Pinevine. Boink. Okay, now what? Do I just ride on it? Do I just stand it? Classic turning wheel. Billy West. What do I know Billy West from? Wayne Brady? Fry Futurama. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a, like, it will depend on how he's characterized. Like, he could still be kind of annoying, pretty annoying if he's, like, as quippy, but he might not be. Wayne Brady. I feel like I have a much better idea of Wayne Brady conceptually than, like, what I know him from, but... And yeah, that is definitely one of the biggest things. Both of them feel like they're going to give a better energy than David Spade. Like... Spade and Dave. David Spade resigned. That guy just ran into the wheel and died. I didn't have to touch him. How under this can I get? All the way, there's no reason to, except for collecting loose collectibles. But Sparks should be voiced by David Hayter. I learned something. I learned something funny last night. Apparently there was, like, some time ago, I don't know exactly how long ago, there was, like, an at least somewhat noticeable trend on, like, especially TikTok of doing, like, edit, you know TikTok edits, fan cam style edits, AMVs as the old heads call them. I hate saying old heads about that because, like, I did it partially as a joke, but it is the, like, mid-late 20s to, like, it's old heads as far as internet culture goes. Well, these guys literally just spawn in, huh? But, there was, like, stuff of, like, Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm not completely sure what the origin was, but there was, like, stuff of Metal Gear Solid 5 that used, like, the man who sold the world. Famously in that game. And then, it's not completely clear if it was, like, in response to that, or if it was in response to a different trend that I think used a different character and, I think, a different song entirely. But someone made one that was, like, a joke using the, like, Solid Snake Fortnite avatar and, Invisible by Duran Duran. And the joke was, they captioned it like I didn't have the original song, or whatever. And then somehow that took off into, like, being Invisible by Duran Duran, which has never appeared in any official Metal Gear media, became the song people used in their Solid Snake, or in their Venom Snake and Big Boss fan cams. Or jokes, like, any kind of, like... And it does, it's definitely a song that does kind of sound like The Man Who Sold the World, at least, like, the original. That guy just took damage. I didn't touch him. But it's just, like, a really funny case of, like, I guess telephone? Like, a game of telephone type scenario. Brown Lake Spring View. Bright leaves, smoking that kush that makes you write fantasy bigotry stories. Greenbush shrub... Okay, it's shrub berry. But I thought for a second it was just shrubbery. Smoking on some shrubbery. Smoking that shit that makes you say nee. This is definitely not the case for all Monty Python media. But I did rewatch The Holy Grail the other night, and it does kind of, it did, like, you know, age pretty okay. There's, like, a scene where the primary joke is that there's a castle full of, like, young maidens who are desperate to sleep with one of the knights, and that's a little, like, uncomfortable. Also rewatched it, interestingly. It, like, the biggest thing that stands out to me is, like, I also, for the first time ever, watched, Robin Hood Men in Tights not long ago. And that movie sucks so bad. Not even exclusively, although definitely also in the sense of, like, aging poorly. It's just very often not funny. But it did also, like... The memory of watching that recently-ish was in my mind on the... Okay, this guy isn't invisible at all. Like, I do think saying something has aged poorly is kind of overused sometimes when it's like... I don't think just having Dave Chappelle as a prominent actor is a sign of having aged poorly, because he was so well, like, accepted for so long, and among certain people, or when he doesn't, like, go for the specific low-hanging fruit of bigotry that he loves to go for, I get the impression he still can be very funny. I don't watch a lot of comedy, so I can't speak for myself, but like just having him in it doesn't make it age poorly. But a lot of the comedy in it is actually like, again, another like kind of misuse of age poorly. Shit that was always offensive. There was just more of a culture of being okay with it when it came out, especially among the people who it wasn't actually targeted towards. Like, not that that's gone away exactly, but a lot of it just also wasn't like, it was a movie that was very of its time in the ways that it was like pop culture referential. Think about Holy Grail. If it's still a thing that nerdy teens of a certain start have a Holy Grail phase, I would not be surprised. Especially because I feel like it is a like comparatively accessible and
Kane!
oh, did that kill? No, okay, maybe.
Yeah, I know the guy's an ingrate, but you gotta do something.
You can't
fast.
say that.
Buddy, you were getting weirder and weirder by the second.
So that guy was in a cage. And okay, well I did, hey, nicer to me, first of all. Breathing ice is insanely normal and not weird. I won't necessarily say it's like a flaw. And I think it is a fun story. Like, at the beginning, Spyro not knowing he can breathe fire until a moment of, like, panic. Was kind of cute. Spyro getting lightning breath because he's hit by a lightning beam attack. Like, whatever. Spyro just getting the ability to breathe ice. It's not as interesting. I like it. It would have. I guess they like didn't want you to have to wait too long, but. Like, I just feel like it doesn't really. They could have done it more interesting. The electricity part, yeah. I really need to finish. Final Fantasy IX. to like, well, so a while ago, okay, the start of the story is actually a very long time ago, when I was in middle school. I guess that's all he needed. I borrowed the physical, like a physical copy of 7 from a friend. And didn't get very far for reasons that I no longer remember because it was in middle school. So a while ago, like a couple years or something at this point, I don't remember exactly, I was looking for games to play on Switch, and I saw that several of the Final Fantasy series were on sale. So I picked up 7 to give it another try, and I picked up 9 because it was the other one I'd heard the best about. And I played about the same amount of 7 that I had the first time, a little bit more, and I kind of was like, I don't know how much I really like this. And stopped. I do want to at some point go back and give it another, like, shake, because I think it was, like... I still at the time wasn't super used to most, like, RPGs. I hadn't played very many. And I think, like, as iconic as 7 it is, it does have certain, like, genre conventions of, especially, like, JRPGs that I, like, weren't things that I was, like, the kind of person to, like, fully get or enjoy at the time. But I played, like, a similar percentage of that, to that, of 9, and I fucking loved it. I played it after 7, so, like, maybe all that shit I just said isn't true, and just there's something else about 7 I don't like, or maybe initially disliking it still, like, tuned me up to be receptive to it in a different game. And of course there's also differences, obviously, like, the playing similar amounts of the two games does help me, like, see those, but, I don't remember specifically because it's been a while, but I got to the point at which, I don't completely remember the character names, you take the airship, and the party, like, splits, and, Dagger and the Night Guy go off on their own. I started that segment, but I don't remember how far I got into it. Final Fantasy. Also, good morning. Stop. Oh, I can break those with Gaius. That's good to know. But yeah, I brought that up because, like, I remembered, like, again, I don't remember the name, but the blue mage that's, like, the can, like, Queen of, yeah. Being able to, like, take enemy powers by, like, successfully eating the enemy is really, like, really cute as an RPG character. And I don't like, with that limited experience with the series and with, like, 7 being, like, there's still, obviously, like, extents of I've like got distracted and forgot what sentence I was even saying. It's so funny the way that, like, the game will detect that the enemies are in a falling state, and even if it's, like, for a fraction of a second and slipping down the, like, edge of a hill like this, it will be like, yeah, they're gonna die from fall damage. Don't even worry about it. But I was gonna say, like, I'm not having a lot of experience with blue mages elsewhere in the series. That's such a fun way to be introduced to the concept. In the area of it's okay to use they as a pronoun not being accepted yet. Yeah. Especially, like, when, like, a Japanese game does it in a way that, like, is taken as, like, perfectly acceptably, like, I mean, like, as acceptable as such a thing would be in Japan. But then the English translation is just like, I don't know. Just choose she or he.
Oh
Also,
no,
hello.
displaced royalty.
She's okay. Don't worry.
You gotta understand, there are two things in this world, video game series wise, that I'm formatively autistic about, and it's Final Fantasy and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fuck yes. It's a good combo, I think.
There's that video that's gone around dramatically a bit lately of people have been asking me what's the order to play Final Fantasy in, and just okay, here's what you do: you pick one game between 4 and 10, and you make that your entire personality.
Fuck yes.
And it's like, yeah, 9's mine.
I found
I love
blue
it.
tech.
I love. I love most of them.
Huh.
I
Like,
think 6 is a
definitely.
bad game that most people haven't gone back to play.
Yeah, like, admittedly, most of them I have heard general good things about, especially in that middle area. Other than, like, even outside of it, some of the, like, I don't know, obviously people love 14, and, like, I don't hear about them much, but 12 and 13 definitely have their, like, devout fans.
Yeah, a lot of people understandably have the cutoff of that as 10, just because 10 was the last one where, like, the original team TM worked on it.
Ah, I see.
Well, like the original series director. But IMO, I extend it to, like, yeah, I extend it to, like, 3 through 13. 13 especially is definitely steadily been given a new lease on how people talk about it with time. Once it wasn't like, oh, it's the new thing and it's a huge letdown, and and it's the game a lot of people bought the $600 PS3 for.
Oh, this guy's just immune to my attacks now, huh?
Oh
What a hater.
Ready?
Sad to report that the tech of just endlessly grinding an enemy against the wall is not actually effective. Good lord. Oh, I've got my fury meter or whatever the hell it's called
I better
full.
be a bit more careful.
no.
How do I use that? Yay! My biggest problem in regards to finishing games like Final Fantasy is that I'm so good at starting games and so bad at finishing them. Like
Not
only
necessarily
just
ADHD, but boy, does it go hand in hand.
yeah. I'm not ADHD, but I believe in their beliefs. I did finally go and finish the first Xenoblade recently.
Awesome.
And that was a great experience, knocked it off my list. And now all I have is 2 more JRPGs. And well, especially like 2 Final Fantasies and then also Nier Automata. And someday I'll finish every single one of them.
Yeah, good friend Meridian, because she has been poking through Final Fantasy VII while hanging out with my wife. You know, Steve, so they're not still partners. Like, it's not really been much of a JRPG person, and then made the mistake of going. Do you have a game you'd recommend? I wanted to do more stuff. It's like, well, I really pushed myself. I can narrow it down to a 10 list.
And it's the trick of like, on one hand, like, if I'm in that boat, my first instinct is, well, the more recommendations, the better. But then there's the secondary problem of, like, if they do all sound good, you have to add them all to your list. And then, how do you find the time?
So it's funny. It's funny that you say this to me, because I'm not actually sure if I've ever relayed to you the ongoing JRPG project that me and Velvet are in.
I feel like it's come up. Like I don't know if I know the details, but
yeah, it's something that for a couple years we just kind of mused on it as a thing to maybe do. Haha, wouldn't that be funny? And then a couple years ago, we hunkered down and made a not short list, but an at least kind of controlled list. And then over the course of doing the first couple years of it, the list scope has expanded with the understanding that, like, you know, we can just choose to skip over games. We just gotta at least boot them up and give them a shot and see if there's a surprise. But
I'm the boss here, nobody else.
Boss of what?
Shh! You're all alone?
Only until I kick these bums out. Which reminds me.
wait,
Can't
wouldn't you
stand
be
here
even
chatting
more
about
alone?
Dragons and mosquitoes.
Hey, whoa, who you calling a mosquito?
Besides,
good point.
it's not safe for you here.
Oh, concerned about our welfare now?
No need. We can take care of ourselves. Anyway, we need to get to the shrine.
You'll never make it.
Some of Spyro's lines really do feel like they just pulled in someone else to do an impression.
Yeah. Like I can for the most part I can feel the Elijah Woods quality, but
more like fail cutter.
I feel like Toxaril is a Magic the Gathering creature.
Oxrill is the medication you can be prescribed by your doctor when you post bad online. Tearshine. That's a My Little Pony.
Tearshine, so cool. That's. I was like, this will sound enough like so cool to make it clear that's the joke I'm making. And
I
then
didn't get it.
Okay. Thank God. My divot. I don't think there was a turret there before. Maybe there was and I instantly forgot about. Oh, I bet the guy killed it in the cutscene. I had immediately almost blanked out that such a thing ever existed.
I will say, while the general plot development beats TM of this game are kind of rote and not much, it does make me like curious about the two sequels, because one, I know that there's a whole subset of teens of a certain age that the Legend of Spyro games had a capital E influence on. Capital E influence? Wow. Capital I influence on.
This guy's pissing me off.
Influence.
You're going to the meat grinder, buddy.
He's tick-toeing you off.
This foe is really ticking me off.
Whack, 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 whack.
Ow.
Oh my god. What a jerk.
I don't know if I just like... This is the first time I'm seeing the big ape enemies, like, in this level that aren't close enough to a ledge I can just throw them off of it and kill them instantly. Or if they developed it in response to me getting my ice powers, but these guys are, like, weirdly tough. Alright. Get exploded.
I think if I'm honest, dude, ice power just doesn't seem that good for ripping through damage.
Yeah. Like,
If I had to call a shot on how it's generally gonna work in your lineup, it'll maybe, you know, like freeze smaller enemies, do kind of some control work,
yeah.
and then that probably doesn't work on bigger enemies. Question marks.
I guess it'll... If I upgrade it, it'll get more freezing power, but it doesn't seem to have any right now. I don't know, the electric breath didn't seem useful until I actually learned what it was supposed to be used for. So maybe once I clear the level and get taught how to use the ice breath, I'll be like, oh.
Boy, just really does just play that noise.
Icklemar. They really sound like rejected D&D spell names once they reach, like, the max tier.
Oh, especially Penajar's thundering electric arcs.
This all-powerful crackling electricity will stop at nothing. If I was Penagar's thundering electric arcs, nobody could stop me. It is also funny that the, like, spirit energy or whatever it was called, storage, like, reaches a visible cap well before you're actually, like, full up on... If you even can fill up on it, which would be kind of weird.
Huh.
Like, the meter becomes visibly full remarkably early. Okay.
I'm so full of meter. Yum.
My crystals. I do like, I haven't, oh, I guess he was one-tapped. I do, in regards to, like, the story beats of this game, I do kind of wonder, like, I haven't looked to see how long it is, but I feel like there's no way, like, with how fast it's gone already, there's no way, like, it's a huge percentage of just collecting the breath types.
I wouldn't necessarily gamble on that, on not being the case.
Maybe not, but
Because I know it wasn't a Enter the Dragonfly situation. It was still like an under smaller budget, shorter release or development time game.
admittedly, like, you don't get a lot of other games, even ones that are, like, well, I guess the ones that actually come out, that actually still come out, it's a different story with ones that have troubled development enough that they just get canceled entirely, but I think some of the specific issues with Enter the Dragonfly are not things that a lot of games survive.
I mean, if I were to be cynical, I think it's mostly because video games is put out by AAA developers are they kind of have a checklist formula depending on which of the two games they are.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, definitely, like...
Well, which is not to say I was thinking you were saying they were good. Just like, I imagine means that there's not as much room to just kind of implode halfway through exploring their ideas.
What the hell?
Oh!
This is what the divot is for.
Whoa.
Yay.
It's awesome.
But yeah, it's just like the extent to which Enter the Dragonfly was plagued by, like, not just executive meddling and, like, forms of that like, quashed creativity in the team, but, like, specifically building big chunks of the game and then being told to, like, hey, fuck all that, start over. Like, in the sense of, like, most games that do have that happen, like, just like, that have it happen consistently, just reach a point at which they just are not going to successfully release at all. Okay, is there another? There's gotta be more somewhere. But But yeah, like, whatever... whatever was, like... whatever did hinder this game... when I definitely doubt it was nothing. Just not... at least it wasn't that fucked.
Yeah. Legend of Spyro 1, like, if there's any problem with it, it does feel a tiny bit like, when are we getting to the Cinder Factory?
Yup.
Though that's partially inflicted by retrospective fan culture, where I know that, like, Cinder single-handedly created so many Scalies.
I hope there's also a lot of girls who learned they were girls because of Cinder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess maybe this doesn't come this way.
Oh, I was so afraid of that. I saw it pop through and I was like, oh no, oh no.
Can I ramp it? Come on, man. Work with me here.
Oh.
Oh, we're all good.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Peace on Earth.
This Sonic 2006 silver pool ball puzzle.
It's no use.
I really think the important thing about Legend of Spyro is, for as much as I would not for a second say it's great, the kind of bad it is the really entertaining, memorable kind.
Yeah, like... I feel like at its worst, it does, like... kind of have that, like... I don't know if this is what you mean, but it, like, I feel like it has a lot of that charmingly bad feel that a lot of licensed games have.
Yes. Especially back in, PS2 era when licensed games still existed.
Yeah. The peak of, like... game developers knew what they were doing enough to, like...
Oh, the B-movie game.
Ooh. Okay, there's gotta be one more that I'm missing. But where? Because if I can locate it, I can reverse engineer the path. That's one, and that's another. I think it would be up this way somewhere. And it is. Okay, well.
Hoping my mic isn't picking up all my hand noises.
I don't think so. Did anyone else just hear a single powerful howl?
Powerful pal? a single howlerful pal?
Whoa. Good lord.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've heard two, though.
Even scarier and more powerful. Best watch out. Oh, bye.
The Shrine God has not been appeased since Cinder's forces came. He is not happy.
So is anybody fun around here?
You can't possibly face the God of the Shrine alone.
I'm not gonna lie, that one did kind of get me.
Not all of us are loners, Kane.
Yeah, it sounds like an
I'm
actual
not
joke.
going alone. Well, maybe someday you'll learn that two heads are better than one.
Well,
Even if they are
let's not get ahead of ourselves, Spyro.
What?
Even if they are pinheads.
Was that an early cutscene? That one was like charming.
Yeah. Tunes into the game's
There was a-
its most wretched sparks.
I'm glad you specified in game.
I didn't even think about that. Uh-oh. Why'd I do this to myself? Why'd I let this happen?
I guarantee she almost sent that like 20 seconds earlier.
That's a lot of time
And then
to
went,
amend
"Wait
a
a second."
message. That is Elijah Wood as Spyro.
And David Spade is the wretch.
I'm not sure I like the looks of this.
Meridian, you should have
Now you
seen
tell me.
you should have seen his extremely heterosexual cisgendered parents at the beginning of the game.
And Evanar, Long Snake. Was a cut. Another Jackal Quester. Tear Raven. I thought it was Terra Raven. Which, by the way, A+ Teen Titan ship.
Oh, I thought you said Terror Raven. And I took a second to be like, I don't know. Jace! Everybody
Oh God.
loves him. I've never cared about League of Legends in my life, so it wasn't until, like, within the last week or so that I learned that Jace was the more, like... When it comes to two characters named Jace and Victor, one of those names sounds more like a twink. And it is not... Jace is not the twink of those two in League of Legends. Or at least in Arcane. Acuon, Earthhawk. See... Oh, okay, goodbye. Jace with the Y like that enemy is the League of Legends one. Otherwise I would also go to Bellerin.
I think the reason that last cutscene worked is because it felt like it was on topic for one thing. Not the story is being told between two characters and every 3 lines Sparks just pops up to go, wow, can you get a load of this guy?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. Why don't you start making sense? Dole Long Snake. I don't know why Dole hits especially well with Long Snake.
Person asking the store employee how to find bananas, but they forgot the word of banana. Yeah, can you help me find the Dole Long Snakes?
The old yellow Long Snake.
When we went to hang out with some friends on Saturday, one of them was going through like the aesthetics of the majority of League of Legends characters. And it was the most positive I felt about League of Legends in my life, which wasn't enough to want to play it. But they do have a lot of fun girl designs. If you are someone who is okay with girl designs not being like still being like more or less conventionally attractive. Like that's a very necessary preface.
I mean, I guess she still counts as conventionally attractive, but TBH, I feel like the space of how much popularly people are willing to accept what if a woman was like really big and thick and muscular, is still slowly gaining traction with normies and not all the way there.
Yeah.
Because there's that one lady where every time I remember she exists, I'm like, oh wow, oh gosh, they put they put a heck of a woman in here. Now, to be fair, I think that Lysithea's died twice.
Only once. It is definitely
Oh god, yeah.
still long. Like, I died early enough that... And also, in fairness, it isn't technically supposed to be about pushing them overboard. I've just very quickly learned that's the most efficient way to play the game.
Seal Curse. Death Tracker.
Panther Dreamer.
Panther Dreamer? I like to think Panther Dreamer and Jackal Quester are rivals.
Vile Sailor on this level is... Like, yeah, he sure is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think the boat has stopped moving.
Well, that was fun.
I think it also probably doesn't help that I have my reactive set to be dimmed when I'm not talking, and so I fade into the background.
Hidden by the presence of Queen Egliette.
That's normal.
I think it is cool when video games have characters named Misfortune. It's like if low-hanging fruit was good. Worth being good at League. The friend who plays League says this isn't the case, and also weirdly enough seems to have fun playing League, which I didn't know was possible before. But the impression I've always gotten of League of Legends is that, but the thing I've seen someone say about League of Legends is that, insofar as MOBAs go, the length of the game compared to the percentage at which you're into the game and unable to quit out without being penalized before you realize your team has lost the game is like way too drastic. Like something like Dota, the games are way longer and more contested the whole way through. And then Pokemon Unite is like 5 minutes of a match or some shit like that. So even if you lose immediately, it's like, well, at least the game's over. Then I can start another
Meanwhile,
one.
I just play Crystalline Conflict, and that's 3 minutes a match. And also, I get to be my cat girl while I do it.
Fuck yes.
I moped on from movements. Never mind, that sucks. There you go, and soon JRPGs. Though, I mean, I guess that's not too surprising, because I think the MOBA you've been most into is, like, basically the most a JRPG. So you did say plural. Is there a second one?
Me talking to my friend who I thought was a singlet.
Thought it was a stinklet.
Stink no more. Honey arm leg berry. This guy's just food.
Would you like to hear about this game called Path to Nowhere? Oh,
I think this game is good. Jlee? Get out of here. Summer, Sierra.
This doesn't seem that efficient when you're not throwing them off cliffs.
Yeah, but it does stun lock them forever and ever and ever.
Well, that's fair.
I feel like theoretically I would like... I see a lot of people I care about having fun with gacha games. And if I wasn't so in the hole of being unable to finish JRPGs because I keep playing Balatro, I think I would be more able to like live that lifestyle.
All it really takes is finding whatever one that you arbitrarily like immediately gelled with.
Well, that's the problem, because I have started playing Impact 3rd, and I did enjoy it,
I have to admit,
and I still...
done better than I thought.
I guess my problem is
Saying that.
it's been a game that exists for so long already that, like, it has
There
become
are some things you should know
like-
about the shrine before you enter.
a story game that I started and didn't finish more than it is a gacha that I keep up with.
Oh, are we there?
And I think we're done here.
Kerr, let's roll.
Not before we rescue Zero.
The Yatlawa shrine has been desecrated, and the god of the shrine has not been given tribute since Cinder's forces arrived. But if you can subdue his anger, the balance will be returned, and my people can come home.
That's fine.
My
but I
people.
came to free Zero.
You must go through the god
Among
of the
Us.
shrine to free him.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Thoughts? Well, here's the thing. I have played a lot of gacha games over the years, and there are plenty I've liked a good bit. But like, there's liking one, and then there's finding the one out there that is gonna rewire your brain chemistry.
That's the trick of it, yeah. Oh, I fully didn't process. I didn't care about their health bars. I was just like, yep,
Oh God!
this is my toys.
I mean, the gameplay looks fun when I watch you play. I don't know why you said it like that, but...
Hey, come on. I did think it was pretty, like... And this is like... not something I necessarily think is, like, objectively true about them. As much as I'm easily satisfied with minigames. But I did think it was fun how many of the side events for Honkai Impact 3rd were, like, fun minigames. Bent Thicket.
Well, yeah, I'd imagine their ticket would be bent after they fell on their bone. Terrible. Why do I say these things?
What's the event stories? Or, yeah. It's crazy that it's like if there was, like... They make a game that's like... it's World of Yuri real. But then, like, they made, like, a side alternate universe that's World of, like, harem anime.
It took me a second to not to wind down from being about to say hold on, wait a second, Star Rail's not really like that. It's like, oh no, wait, that's not what you're talking about.
Marvel Snap / Balatro crossover minigame, and the story was like, what if we did a joke crossover between Star Rail and Hawkeye Impact that failed to convey the appeal of either game? Haunting.
I do hate to say this, but I am a little intrigued by the conceptual space of like what's a bilateral Marvel Snap? Bilateral Marvel Snap.
Isn't Marvel Snap the Marvel card game?
Yeah, it's actually has its hooks in me.
Say what?
It actually has its hooks in me.
Ah.
It's maybe the only of those digital like versus card games that I've been able to semi-regularly win. Because it's all about focusing on multiple spots at once.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
It's like, it's capital F fine, and I probably wouldn't have been able to push through to play it if it was... It helps that it's not purely MCU-y.
Yeah. I'm a stronger person now.
Remember last time?
But the part of me that used to be really into
hanging around this place.
Overwatch has definitely thought about getting into Marvel Rivals. But, like, I mean, it's in the same boat where, like, it manages to be not MCU-y enough. I play Pot of Joker. What if the Joker could play poker?
When will I learn?
That's
When
Bilatro.
things look good, run for the hills.
Use my power. You doing okay?
Oh!
Holy moly.
Well, he was supposed to be a sentinel, but he got stoned. That's me when I take one more hit than I should.
Is this what I'm supposed to be doing?
Seems to be working.
Okay, I need to not die. I'm pretty sure I'll only start over
Poker,
the
hardly know her.
health bar, but
I kind of like that kicking animation.
not what I wanted to do. Ow! Oh, he does so much damage. I do love that he gets to, like, Dalsim it.
Got to remember my training.
Person who's never seen another character with stretchy powers.
To this day, I'm like... Just because it's popped into my head now, I'm like so curious what the deal with why the Marvel vs. Capcom games never had the Fantastic Four in them.
You have subdued the god of the shrine, restored balance to seasons, the land, our world. The Adlawers want to worship you now.
Worship? Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. I've never gotten the respect I deserve, the praise that should be mine.
And also Doctor Doom.
That's very nice,
You know,
Kane, but
is in there.
we have to get back to our home. Figure out how to stop Cinder for good.
My dear
Yeah, who knows?
Outlaws, I am the mighty
Fantastic
spark
Four feel like they're in
spirit
this
of the
weird
despots.
place.
Yes, old boy, we'd like nothing more than to stay and be a part
Like-
of primitive
Oh, no.
society, but
Ugh.
duty calls, duty
Can we
calls.
kill this guy?
If you must,
Well,
you must.
I mean, it's funny
But
you
know
brought up
that
Holy
you're
Grail.
now part of the Outlaw tribe.
Yeah.
One of us.
I am the mighty spark. Whatever.
Jesus, he couldn't.
By the way,
he couldn't even.
I asked for them, but there was some licensing
About
thing
what?
that only let them get the
maybe two
villains.
heads are better
Weird.
than one. Even if one of them belongs to an annoying mosquito.
Mosquito me? Is that what? Oh.
Mosquito me?
Mosquito
That's
meat?
that's that movie the Minions are from, right?
It is now.
Yes, yes, Voltaire, I see that months of tortured captivity have done nothing to slow that electric tongue of yours from incessantly wagging.
It's just that it's all so exciting, exhilarating, enchanting, enthralling, and...
All right, no more thesaurus for you, pal.
all of you, please be quiet.
Sure, I'll have some
It
thesaurus.
is
I'm not
certainly
driving tonight.
encouraging that Spyro has been able to free two of you to allow this reunion. But haven't we forgotten someone?
Yes, yes, of course. Pterodor.
Precisely. Now, how do we proceed?
I believe I can help, Igniters. Well, young chap, since you learned a few things about ice on tall plains, I suggest we adjourn to the training room so that I can teach you some more. The legacy of the great ice dragons of yore. My ancestors, who come from the best of this somewhat bedraggled lineage, is long and storied. With my help, rescuing Pterodor should be a certainty.
Can we kill this guy?
Your pomposity, arrogance, and pretentiousness is odious to the extreme.
Shall we?
You met the fire dragon, and he had this Gandalf level of gravitas and sorrow, and since then you've just found funny cartoon men.
Yeah.
Certainly fire and electricity are nice sidelights, but now, young dragon, you will learn the secrets of ice, a power worthy of the elite.
The elite, huh?
Can we like knock this guy out in the stone sentinel chamber again?
Is it? Is it because unlike those other two, we can eat ice?
Okay. Oh, it doesn't even one-hit kill them?
Oh. John Cleese, I don't think this is a good introduction to showing off how epic this power
No,
is.
no, that simply will not do.
That's
Some
crazy.
believe
This
this
is the only
sucks.
time I've died in the tutorial. I feel like every other tutorial also gave me infinite health, so I didn't get killed.
This is so many guys! Do they want you to be doing something different? What on earth?
This sucks. This sucks. This sucks.
Back for more?
Over here.
I can't switch to another breath like fire, which is way better at crowd control.
It kind of feels Like, these enemies were supposed to spawn in slower.
I would not be surprised.
Beginner's luck, I'd say.
This way, oh Mauve one.
Chase after the dummies. The press and holds. Okay. So just this. The worst minigame in each of the other. Or the worst part of each other tutorial. But what if it was worse? It does look like maybe this is like. This is gonna be my best single target option.
That is really not what I expected from this power.
What do you... Ugh, the timer was too short too.
Even a completely blind dragon finds success once in a while.
Spyro, come here.
Spyro, look over here. Bitch.
As each dummy appears, hold down triangle to chill it with your ice shards. You must hit 10 dummies to pass the lesson. Oh, that's like a... Okay, so the triangle is like... ranged and fast freezing. Good lord.
Check that out!
These timers are so restrictive.
Come over here.
Chase after the dummies and... Okay, so now just defeat them. Okay, so this version of the attack is like... This seems half decent. Like, it's got the best range to speed ratio of all my attacks.
Yes, that's it.
I'll have to see, like, if enemies that
Over
aren't
here.
the test dummies, like, still freeze this fast and take this much damage, but... Okay, like, if I can get enemies frozen fast, then... Yeah, it can be helpful crowd control. But once again, we'll see.
It just really seems... it just really seems like, that first tutorial was the worst one to just throw you into.
Yeah.
Well, you have mastered the element of ice, something few can boast.
May we never see this dragon again. I know I won't actually be that lucky.
So what exactly are you saying, Igniters?
Yes,
Oh, well.
your hypothesis is an intriguing one, but it is perplexing to the extreme.
Huh?
He says he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dude, I never know what he's saying.
What I'm saying
And it's funny
is that
every time,
Cinder
right?
is harnessing the Guardian's power to unlock a portal that must never be opened.
Why? What's
Why?
behind this portal?
That doesn't concern you right now.
Okay.
What does concern you is getting to Munitions Forge and freeing Terrador before she can create another crystal from his powers. And before the volcano vroom, blows, it...
That's enough, Voltaire. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time? What, we need more time to have horrible things happen to us? Why didn't we just stay in tall plains? Oh, I'm a big deal there.
Quit complaining, Sparks. Maybe there's a tribe on Munitions Forge you can save, too.
Yeah,
Can't-
but there's
can't do
always
that.
something special about the first
stop.
tribe you save.
You stop that. That's
You
not...
know?
There is
I'd be
something really funny about Spyro just having the passive, like, nervous face.
I mean, I'd be scared if I thought about my whole life is gonna have to be around Sparks.
An unstable volcano that makes life on the surface very dicey. The locals who live underground have been forced to mine the metals that Cinder uses to forge her army's weapons.
But what are the locals called?
They're called manwismals.
This
Right.
game
I need
sucks.
to write that down.
Rumor has it that Cinder is holding Terrador somewhere in the mines. We know she's using him to power the last of the crystals she needs to open the portal. Free him before she gets the chance.
Boy, is it big.
Boy, it's big. But no time for sightseeing, Sparks. Time to get serious. Let's go.
Not again!
What did you think was gonna happen when you came here, Sparks?
Here we go.
I hope the end of this game is that David Spade himself falls into the volcano.
David Spade gets enveloped in light and becomes Billy West.
Oh, fuck! I didn't know I could do that.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's screwed strong, Victor.
Oh, I'm not so
strong
strong now.
Here we go.
Ah. No matter what, I can rely on one thing with this game. There will be plenty of times to just kill an enemy by pushing him.
Demon.
Hey, man.
Scarwool.
Alright, well.
It's so epic.
Okay, so big enemies freeze slower. Which is not surprising. At least if it comes down to it, I can always switch breaths.
Alright, pretty good.
Shout out to Star Fox. That can't be like, what is... I'm no expert on mining. I feel like that can't be very helpful. Ah! Never mind, we're fine. Fire beetle! Ew, it's yucky in here now. Get out of here.
Whoa, what a great bard. You just killed Monkey Shakespeare.
I think he was shaking an axe. Zinny Gashmaul.
Pretty good. Wait, dirty what?
Well, we'll never know. He's dead.
Oh, that's so sad. Dark Tracker.
Dark trick. Come on. Come on.
Kind of getting a bit toad.
Those guys were stacked.
Lone Star. Archer Taker.
Bone Cat.
Bone Cat.
Blade
Blizzard. X-Vic.
What, did he change his name?
No, he just wants you to know what maturity level his AO3 profile needs.
Man,
This is nothing.
What's that? Who's there?
It's me, Spyro.
And the former god of tall plains, Sparks.
Can we kill this guy?
You don't carry the stench of Cinder's beast.
Why is he French?
Oh no!
And who are you?
I'm Molière, leader of the Manware Smalls. But I'm not much of a leader anymore. Those are my people who aren't manning for Cinder are holed up in their caves, scared out of their little wits, waiting for Buzzard Big to blow. Which shouldn't be long. If you would help me free them,
This didn't
perhaps
be long.
there's something I could do for you?
I don't know. We're here to rescue a big friend of ours.
Is he a Mate Dragon?
This
Yes.
does.
Why?
What?
Because I
did
know
you
where
say?
he's been kept. In the mines near a large labor camp, where my own brother, ex-Humor, toils away. We can help each other.
Well,
Wha-
which way do we go? What should we do next?
This is
Oh, it's simple enough, but
inexplicable.
we've got to hurry. Buzzard Big is getting
This
more
accent
unstable by the
started
minute. We must clear
Like
the
just kind of a
space
generic
before we
French
can help your
accent,
friend.
but it's getting real
And you're
bad.
asking him for
You know what's
directions?
crazy?
Wow, talk about
Well, not really
blind.
crazy.
Blind.
It's believable.
Forget
It
him,
sounds
Molière.
like
We're in.
exactly like the shitty French accents from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I was thinking about that. I was trying not to say it.
Well,
No one to blame. But
no one to blame but John Cleese.
that's true. Well, and his mini enablers.
And
in
David
Monty
Spade.
Python troupe. So many strong victors.
What in the world?
He just hated it.
Unfortunately, as funny as it is to put a guy in snow, it's not actually useful if they're not somewhere I can roll them to.
Snake Fletcher! Adalote. Or Adalote? Clearly not that mighty.
If my name was Great Flame and I got killed by a fire attack, I would be so mad.
One dead Twister! Holy frick!
Yeah, I've been seeing Gun Date for a little while, and I have been reading it as something else too.
Streak Wander. Streak Wanderer. JT Dance. JT Dance Jackal! just spelling it out the way it is in my head.
I hadn't even considered.
I'm gonna have to learn how to DJ just to take this as a name.
Good lord.
Just Trans Dance Jackal. Just Trans is my my spiritual successor to Just Dance.
Just Trance is my hypno successor to Just Dance.
Good. They do it.
I think he's fine. I think he's having fun. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm a little bit getting... Oh, there's more stuff back here that I want to take. Oh, I can explode. Yay! There's so many noises in this game.
Beautiful world of noises. Who is doing the monkey noises? It's just a bunch of beetles.
The monkeys.
It's not all over the place. Oh, there.
I thought that...
Kikility. Oh no, my brain took another pass at it, and I actually hate Kikility.
It's like something someone on 4chan would say. This is a little bit like the most like Spyro-y that... Oh, okay.
You did it! You did it! 1,000 thanks!
It was nothing.
Hey, no problem, pal.
Well, you did your part. Now I will do mine. Your friend is being kept in the center of the volcano, past the labor camp
Cannot
where my
stand
brother,
this.
Ex-Humor, is working. Find him and let him know where
No,
to
it's
find him.
X-Humor, all right.
You have to proceed.
How will we know?
This is dead humor.
Yeah, all you manor wee smalls look the same to me.
I just realized what it is about the Sparks performance that drives me insane most.
Whatever you do,
If you had, Oh, now I'm, of course, not remembering his voice actor. He's a famous VA. Kronk's VA.
Patrick Warburton?
Yeah, if you had Patrick Warburton doing his Warburtonist on these lines, they actually sometimes work. Just in Kronk voice, in Kronk tone.
Yeah, like David Spade is way too in between. Like,
Warblade.
because if you want like the deadpan sarcasm, then yeah, like someone like Patrick Warburton would be better. And if you want the like,
like even better. I'm not even saying he carried the sarcasm. I mean full prompt. He just means what he says.
or that, yeah, just like the well, there's a word for it, but I don't remember it right now.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on. I'll mute.
Okay. I don't like the glue piles that the beetles can come out of. I don't think it's fun. Oh! Okay, well now we're full circle. I guess there's nothing else back there. As if I'm playing as if I'm looking for collectibles. Have muffin. Vody to your raven.
Bodhi.
Hi, I'm Vody, the ballot box.
Extremely. Boy. Oh, come on, Bodhi to the pole.
Good.
Was that CDI Zelda?
Yeah.
Metal Eater.
I do wonder if there's a particular reason that Spark seems like he does change colors. It seems like it's maybe by the, like, environment. Because I think he's been red the whole time we've been here. Whoa! Shrimps.
Oh, these guys are gonna have some good names. I can feel it.
Nope, Magma.
Oh, darn it! Come on, game. They're naming them in loins.
I
don't think they freeze.
was hoping they would be extra weak to freeze, but I can't throw them into lava. I mean, you know, I can,
It's
but
okay.
it's...
We can try again.
Thank you, Spyro. See, what... I think one of the things that this is, like, missing is, like... There are some games where fire powers... I mean, ice powers, like... Even if they don't instant freeze, they have, like, a slowdown quality to them. And I feel like that would do a lot to make the ice breath in this game feel less useless. Because even, like, if an enemy, like, slow freezes, then they do not, like... give you the time to like actually successfully freeze them. Ah, yeah. Oh, I forgot I... 50 Sailor Pacer. It's... the fact that they can be named 50 is never going to not be the one of the most ridiculous, despite like...
Like this did? Saruho.
Whoop.
Those
but
two simple words that every transbian wants to hear. Saruho.
Oh, it does kind of slow him down, just not enough. I don't think this guy's... Good lord. Wound arrow. Oh, I'm getting hurted by whatever's going on there. I do love a good crunchy freeze sound effect though. Super Metroid vibes. I really am. I'm really, other than like when I can roll a snowball into the lava, I am not feeling like there's some... Whoa!
Whoa!
Buffalo Beetle? What do you mean?
What? Unless... But every part of this name is wrong!
I didn't even think of that.
My name was so distracted by Buffalo being obviously like, well, why are they Buffalo? Like, it was like, oh, well, Beetle, yeah, they're like a bug of some kind. I'm not gonna think about that, but...
Maybe every arthropod is a beetle in Spyro World. Except for the ones that are worms.
They should just be named two random animal names.
Yeah.
Like, that's their name generator. Skink Snake.
Stink Snake. They should have let me play as Buffalo Beetle.
Buffalo Beetle is my... Why is it called Buffalo Beetle?
Yeah, the fact that it's not like the individual enemy name, it's just the name of that enemy type overall.
I just don't understand.
I don't know what Sparks is like. Maybe he's not indicating anything. He's just hovering about.
Maybe Sparks has never known anything in his entire miserable life.
Sparks has never known joy.
If I have my way, he never will.
Alright. My strategy. I really hate that they can just break my combo with like this stupid little flail punch. Well, this is an important room.
I bet you can't ring that bell.
Why would I want to?
Oh, you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Oh, the big special dragon is scared of the mean old
What's the
bell.
point of this?
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
the point
Oh,
of
no.
this scene?
I'm sorry, baby. Why don't I get your pillow? You lay down.
It's literally what's your deal? What do you want to accomplish in life? Do you have any
Spyro,
dreams?
Can you hear me? You okay, buddy? Hey, listen,
Oh, I'm
forget
so
about
distressed
those
that this happened.
cracks I made about your fatness and your being purple and stupid and fat. All right? Just get out of there, please, Spyro. Don't be dead.
I am continually blown away at how much this is just like. What was David Spade like forced to do this
say
because of a DUI or something?
Now
He
I was
doesn't want to be
talking
here.
out loud, thinking of my day I gotta do.
Well, just thought I heard something before I blasted my way out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no. Must be hearing things.
Like, it really is crazy how, like, for one, yeah, like, just the writing of the Earthshot breath, okay.
That line sounded like it was supposed to be, okay, Sparks is now worried because for all his shit talking, he cares. But instead it's like, oh, Spyro, please don't be dead. Sorry about those things I said to you, I guess.
Just like,
Anyway, where's my paycheck?
no heart in it at all. Black off. It's crazy how much every line in this game, every line of dialogue Sparks has feels like it wants to be one of two different things, and neither of them is the performance David Spade is giving.
They can want whatever they want from him. He will not give it.
This is a weird. Once again, maybe I'll like. Learn what I'm supposed to be doing with this breath when I get a tutorial on it, but
Oh, you got a poison breath?
it's Earth, I guess? Earth shot.
This is gonna sound completely crazy and like literally what am I complaining about? But Earth is kind of different from these other three elements.
Yeah. I guess they did.
It's not an energy, it's solid chunks. Is he just torquing them up?
I can kind of get like they did two like or more games that had like a really mediocre water breath, so they wanted to do something else. Hydrax.
Hydrax. Arctic hail.
Hey, it's just let me start working on the.
You know, looking at Meridian's message, I'm thinking about this more, and it's like, oh, indie game in a pastiche of Banjo-Kazooie that stars a buffalo and his beetle companion.
I do think there should be more games that let you play as 2 characters at once, in whatever capacity that means.
Yeah.
Well, whatever was the over-under on the ukulele?
Some people like it. It's fine. I don't think it's good. But also, I don't think Banjo-Tooie is good, so. Like,
Whoa.
like to this day, I think Banjo-Kazooie is the best Rare Collectathon entirely because it hasn't, like, lost its mind in padding.
Oh, I've died again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Donkey Kong 64 is a reasonable second because while it's completely ridiculous, you don't need even a fraction of what you can collect in that game to beat it.
Nice. I do have a soft spot for a kind of like ridiculous like scope of collectibles, but you that doesn't necessarily mean I think it's good when it happens.
I should, I guess, revisit Tooie sometime because the main thing I remember is that there are way too many levels where when you start them, you really can't do much in them until you find whatever one thing they want to unlock most of the stage. Streak one. Oh.
I only just like noticed it, but I do like that the little trails when Spyro attacks match the color of the currently equipped breath.
I do love when there's trails, and especially if there's...
You miserable beast.
Wretched creature. You filthy rat.
Let's do it.
Once again, like, there feels like there's very little reason to use anything other than the electric breath for crowds. Especially of, like, multiple big enemies, because the ice breath doesn't freeze them at all, as far as I can tell. Or at least not fast enough to be worth it. Fire breath can be good, but it mostly just sets them running around. Which makes them, like... It can be fine if I'm, like, congested by them. Can you, like, fall? It didn't even kill him.
So, yeah.
There we go.
After game designer Mike Stout revealed that the games were made on a near shoestring budget compared to most games at the time, the celebrity voice actors have come across as even more strange. A large amount of more game dev savvy fans are quick to point out how astronomically... Oh, it's a cutscene.
Come on, you worthless waste of flesh, let's go. We gotta hop on Steam and get back to that flea-bitten dragon. The crystal should be almost ready, and the volcano's right on the brink.
Hop on Steam. I sent you a Lethal Company invite.
Yeah, literally, it's capitalized. Even.
Come on, Sparks, we've got to catch them.
I'm going insane reading this information.
Good lord.
What a strange decision was to spend money on celebrity voice actors. Such resources could have been better spent allocated actually improving the gameplay and environments. Those in defense of the decision, however, say that the celebrity voice actors ended up bringing much more life to the characters and helped them give them identities of their own.
Huh. Yeah, everyone knows Spyro just didn't have an identity of his own when Tom Kenny was voicing him.
I mean, like, conceivably I could believe that for some of them, but I now have to read this next statement. Out of all the Sparks voice actors, David Spade is often considered the most memorable by fans.
What the hell?
I refuse to believe that.
Like, I want to say that's not a good sign for the others, but I also fully believe that, like, especially when the games came out, like, more people were, like, willing to accept, like, extraordinarily cheesy and also, under-delivered, like, fucking 90s sidekick ass dialogue. But from my perspective, it really is just like
the Jedi are evil. Sorry, I've got a disease.
Say what?
I can't hear the phrase from my perspective and not mentally autofill the Jedi are evil.
Oh yeah.
One of my most aggressive vocalists.
I keep, like... I just keep going back to, like... Oh, is this gonna force me to move ahead? I wanted the crystals.
This thing.
But
How hard can it
I
be?
guess I
It's
should have
on
thought about
rails.
that.
Oy, famous last words.
Okay, goodbye forever, I guess.
Yay!
What the... Whoa.
Now I'm even more confused by the fact that they called it capital S Steam if it's called Caboose. Oh, that's Steam and Caboose?
I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Oh, it's the health part. This is the worst part of the game so far. Anyway.
What are you talking about? I hate my ears and my eyes.
Yeah, I just keep going. Oh, okay. We're doing something different.
Oh my god, an actual mechanic.
Oh, Steam must be the engine. Caboose is the caboose.
That's even weirder. Because like hop on Steam, not the Steam. Why is it named? Is it Sapien? Like, Caboose could just be, oh yeah, here's the Caboose health bar.
Yeah.
You gotta get the Caboose out of the way so you get the living toot-toot train.
It'd be really funny if it's not even living. They just named it that for fun.
This mentally playing bass boosted Thomas the Tank theme over there.
Whoa!
I love not being able to see.
They gotta make this a ride at Universal Studios. With the fireballs and everything.
Right at Universal Studios where 90% of it, you're just right up in a train. right up against the train and can't see anything.
Yep. Oh, I've run out of fire. Oh. This can't be good.
What?
Oh, is this supposed to happen? I thought I fucked up.
I guess so.
End of the line.
Like, not for you or anything. Just wanted to say that before we exploded. God, they couldn't even make him do a yell. I'm almost starting to be impressed by how much they're not trying.
I could have done better with the same voice direction. Oh. Goodbye? This is I'm back in territory I'm comfortable with now. And you know what's great? The flying enemies are not immune to it.
Owns.
You would think this kind of thing would have come up in playtesting. But maybe they didn't have the budget to do any of that. Yep. Zero Shade Nest. Guy's name was Red Dragon. Oh!
Oh, well, alright, here's some good news. Kind of.
Oh.
Sparks and Spyro are supposedly inseparable brothers that love each other very much, but Sparks spends most of his time calling Spyro crazy, and particularly in the first game, mocking him about everything from his smell to his weight. So, good news. Most of it drops off, I guess.
Well. Especially most of the worst of it. Mask Maker. Oh! I don't want to.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't actually know.
Wait, we're on your side.
More likely spies for the conductor or that flying beast, Cinder.
No, Moliere sent us.
My brother is alive.
He sure is, pal.
What
He's all
is
safe
this?
and sound. But I gotta say, he's the friendly one in the family.
I'm sorry. In these dark times, one can't take chances. So, Moliere is alive. Oh, wonderful news.
Oh my god, he actually all along.
Well, he said you might be able to tell us where our friend Terrador is.
If he's a big dragon, I certainly can. The majority of the Manwir Smalls are kept here in this camp, forced to live above ground and mine for cinder. And there are rumors that your dragon friend is being kept somewhere inside, in the darkest pits of the volcano. All of us are doomed.
In the
Now
land of
you have
Mordor,
anything
where
to
the
say about
shadows lie?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, we're going to free the Manwar Smalls, venture to the darkest pits of Boisetbig, and find Terrador.
I bet they were going
And
crazy when they...
It's off to karaoke.
Boy, is it big.
They were going crazy when they wrote this level and had Elijah Wood
All right, let's do it.
in the voice booth.
Say, boy, is it big?
Maybe his bone not so cold now.
God.
It's like it just gets me how much it works every single time.
War.
More thunder.
Oh no! I'm gonna leak it!
Oh, I didn't even realize these were like cages that guys were in. I was just breaking stuff because I didn't know what else to do. This fucking game. Okay, yay. Now what?
Well, I see you two crazy kids found each other.
Yes, at last! Thanks to you. We're just disappointed you didn't leave any fun for us.
Maybe next time. So now, which way to Terrador?
That way, but be careful. The conductor and his maniacal locomotive will surely be close by.
When you say be careful, does that mean try not to die? I'm trying to do that anyway.
Come, Max Humor. We must get all the Manwir Smalls underground, where they belong.
Is that good?
It won't be long now.
Okay, bye. It is funny that, like, everyone is being cagey about the fact that the volcano is supposed to erupt.
Oh! Oh!
Worm shooter. What's up?
Game facts. 16 years ago. So Joe 19 says. David Spade was a good voiceover for Sparks. Like I Like God of War 21 said, he sounded like a surfer rather than a dragon. No, none of these people know what a surfer sounds like. A dragonfly from a distant time. His quirky remarks were funny, but a bit overused. but his high-pitched voice seemed perfect for Sparks,
High-pitched?
since he is a small guy. I always thought that since Sparks' body is smaller than Spyro's anatomically, he should have a higher voice. I think Spade fits the bill perfectly.
Maybe this person played a Hero's Tale and thought it was this game. Yeah, I don't think this performance sounds like a surfer or high pitched.
I think a bunch of nerds who post on GameFAQs don't know what surfers sound like.
Yeah. I think a bunch of nerds who post on GameFAQs don't know very much about anything.
Oh, God, yes, fight, 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 fight.
Good lord.
Let's go. All right, the other part of this thing. Billy West. Well, I love Billy West. He's not only the current voice of Sparks, but also voiced Ren and Stimpy, parenthetical, the best freaking show ever, and also voices Fry on Futurama. I love his ability to, quote, to keep, quote, the funny alive, end quote, in many of the dire situations Spyro encountered. And also his dry humor catches your eye and sometimes makes you laugh. Like, are you okay?
I think ChatGPT was trained on these people.
Love when the dry humor catches my eye. Like, in all the funny moments of the Eternal Night, which most of all were from Sparks. The only thing I don't like is that his voice is deeper than David Spade's. I really only... If he's doing a voice anywhere near, like, Stimpy or Fry, his voice is absolutely not deeper than this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he does.
Oh, okay, well. Shouldn't have done that, I guess.
I really only had a problem because, like I said, Spark should have a higher voice. But with Elijah Wood as Spyro, it's going to be hard to find someone with a higher voice. Elijah Wood does not have a high voice!
No.
So all in all... Uh-huh?
Like, I would argue he has a higher voice than David Spade, but not, like, such a high voice, especially for, like, a man that it's impossible to find someone higher.
Uh-huh. A higher voice. All in all, I like West better than Spade. Most probably because of his funny remarks and quick sense of humor. Zeno, topic creator, also 16 years ago. Well, I can't say what I think, considering I've never heard Billy West as Sparks, but I'm not a fan of Ren and Stimpy or Futurama, and I personally think that show isn't the slightest bit funny, but who knows?
Who knows?
Blue Roxy Beetle says, same with me. I think they both have a good voice for Sparks. It's funny how, like, oh no. Frickin' Buffalo Beetle again. I've had enough of this guy.
Oh, this is a fuse.
It's funny how, like, God of War 21 said, David sounds like a surfer dude, period. Lol for when I first read it, period. Lol for when I first read it. Also, I think Sparks is smarter on A New Beginning. Like he says when you're about to, well, I'm not reading that one, because that's soon. I don't want to spoil things. And on Eternal Night, when you're about to find some character, I think, no, hold on, I have to read this. Like when you're about to find the Chronocaler, I think it's spelled. Sparks sounds dumb when he says, "You go first," and I think it's a magic wishing lamp, and it spoke to me. I don't know for sure if that's exactly what he says when I put "it spoke to me," but every time I hear location, him say those three things in a way, it kind of annoys me. I should have brought a poet.
What the hell is this? My pustule.
Well,
I don't think I should say that.
my pustule.
Okay, I'm gonna crash out.
Immediate reply, like immediate next post from the same person. What happened to my SIG? 15 exclamation points and 5 question marks. Next message from same person. It's supposed to be a picture of Barry Bonds hitting a home run.
Good lord. Okay, no.
Amazing stuff happening on GameFAQs 16 years ago.
I think they should delete most other social media and
Yes.
run GameFAQs forever instead.
It was a mistake to leave forums.
Oh, do I just heard it more? I don't think this is... This is not doing anything. What the fuck? Do I leave? Did I miss something?
"17 years ago. Attention fellow Spyro fans. The movie is real. It comes out in 2009. It's called The Legend of Spyro. If you don't believe me, go here. www.hollywood.com/movie/The Legend of Spyro."
Wow. Any day now.
Wow, I'm shocked. Here's hoping it rocks. The Spyro series is going to take a much undeserved kick in the shins. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna see this movie no matter what. Anyone know when in 2009? I think someone said December, but that's so far away, and I'll be 15.
Goodness.
I know I said I turned 14 in December 2007. PM me if you want to know the truth. Pashmina626 says, "That is so awesome. Now I really can't wait to see the Spyro movie along with the Neopets movie next year."
Goodness.
It's going to be a Neopets movie?
Any day now.
Frowny face. I didn't think Neopets got that big to have a movie on the big screen. Maybe a DVD movie, but nonetheless.
Get out. Be gone. Oh, jeepers. Nothing but death in this place.
It's so sad.
Christoph Coldworm.
Oh, it's really pissing me off.
Hater of all time. Oh, did I not get the barrels? Yay!
Oh my god, I went to go look at the Legend of Spyro New Beginning message board. On the last page. Stuck at Ice Dojo, parenthetical Cyril. Please help!
Uh-oh. That's real, though. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who... That's probably fine. Okay, well, maybe I don't want to go up there yet? I'm gonna leave that one last guy.
Just picked it up. It was only 20 bucks. I'm still playing the Eternal Night though, so I haven't opened it yet.
Huh.
So Joe at Oku. If you're playing the Eternal Night now, you should visit the TEN message board. That place has hundreds of posts on there, with new messages being posted every day. I'm one of the many posters there. It's always busy. I don't know what happened to this place, but Eternal Night board is a lot more interesting. What kind of question is this? What kind of store did you get a New Beginning at? What kind of store?
I don't think you really got a New Beginning. I think you're lying.
Oh, you bought it at a store? Name 10 stores.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Whoa.
It must send you to the last layer you stood on or something. Yeah. Might as well start upgrading this. Double sonic
How
boom.
did it hurt? Like, it must have something. A shot of the quaking valleys. What?
Weird sound design.
What is this?
Become a walking earthquake and blast your enemies into tomorrow. Yangdrith is a shattering earth shot. Whoa. Okay, well there's a great use for this, is breaking crystals faster.
Is that Terrador?
A big dragon being held prisoner in the center of an explosive volcano?
They
I'm
locked his
guessing
ass as
that's
purple.
Terrador.
Careful, it's never this easy.
After the last 2 times, you're not gonna get an argument from me, Chief. Oh, here we go again.
You're a little late, fella. The crystal's already charged and the volcano's ready to blow. Before it does, me and Steve here are gonna take great pleasure in running you down.
Okay.
What if I don't step on the tracks?
Right?
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I think I'm gonna drive a train at you. Oh wow, that did. Oh my god.
Movie train sucks, man.
Okay, yeah, there's no way that was only gonna be one health bar, but even then.
Okay, well.
They don't know anything. Wow.
Good lord.
It really is like I've traveled back in time. A New Beginning is my first entry into the Spyro universe, and I'm rather impressed. This is more of an interactive movie intended to develop Spyro as a character by showing Spyro's origins than a game, and at that, I think it works well. The graphics by Chrome Studios are the best I've seen in any game, and are beautiful, colorful, and well rendered. As a game, I agree with loyal Spyro fans that there's much to be desired. First of all, I had to turn up the brightness of my TV just to see where I'm going on some level.
Oh, I see.
They are too dark and murky. Oh no.
Ready?
I was disappointed that Spyro gets a little flying time, and when he does it, it's... and when he does it, it's more or less in one direction. There's no options to fly where you want. You can't fly for free. There's almost no brain teasers. The rest of the game, he forgets how to fly and can only wait. Specifically, no brain teasers during flying?
There's what?
They say, after they say, fly in one direction and you can't get to fly where you want, the rest of the, oh gosh, sorry. And don't get to fly where you want. They say the sentence. There's almost no brain teasers, period. The rest of the game, he forgets how to fly and can only glide probably from being whacked on the head many times by those people obnoxious mandrills.
No! Oh, fuck yes.
It's like, I guess they thought there were they want brain teasers when they're flying. They want to have to solve prime number puzzles.
Games should just be puzzles for me.
I think a game should have a flying mechanic where you have to solve the cross puzzles to stay in the air.
What?
The purple dragon lives.
He's got a name, you know.
Yes, my name is Spyro. And you must be
I forgot there were pre-rendered cutscenes in here.
Yes, I am. And I must say, I never thought I'd live to meet you, Spyro.
Look, I'd love to sit here and hug everybody and chit-chat, but how about we leave before the volcano blows us up?
You're right. I've got to tell the
Oh,
others
it's
what
meant to
Cinder's
imply the
up to.
volcano's
Let's
shaking.
go. Right behind you. Actually, I'm right in front of you.
Uh-oh.
Yay!
Run!
Look, when the guy says run, I think he knows something.
Wait.
That's probably okay.
Spyro! Fly like you've never flown before! I'll go back to the temple for help!
Oh, you fool.
Well, no, he wants him to chase.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, okay. I mean, she seemed like she was gonna fly away until you attacked her. Never mind, I guess Cinder's the chaser.
This is not good.
Oh, her eyes!
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, this must be the flight path where you have brain teasers.
Am I going over there? Nope. Nope, I'm going down.
Oh god, these feel so much less Star Fox and so much more an FMV game from the 90s.
Yeah, this is not... The first of these sections was kind of okay. This one is not... It's so unclear where I'm supposed to be going. So many of these times.
Cinder, hardly know her.
So I got super distracted before I ever responded to this chat message from Meridian. Ice Breath has been really useful when there's a lava pit, because I can turn small guys into snowballs and push them in.
It's like all your breath is only really useful when it enables pushing enemies off of physical surfaces.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works out.
You'd think Earth would be best at it, but...
Well, it looks like, in the description of it at least, it does knockback, where, like, the electric breath sends enemies to the side. Oh, he looks so bad.
Whoa, hey, get your hands off her tits!
We've got to find them. Help Ignitus.
They're gone, Spyro. There's nothing we can do.
What?
I don't care. Ignitus wouldn't leave me.
Spyro, he's right.
I'm right? Oh my god, that's a first.
Yes. You never find them in
Oh my
this
god,
mess.
he actually emoted.
Not ready to face Cinder yet.
That's also a first.
Time to fight will come, but it is not now.
I guess you're right. Let's go.
He knew these. He knew this one was for the like actual cutscene. This is where all the money went.
As you can see.
They had to pay David Spade as much to give that one sincerely performed voice line as they paid him for the entire rest of the game.
It's my fault. I failed Ignitus when he needed me most. It's just that the sight of Cinder so close just...
Made your heart stop? Put ice in your veins? Scared the crud out of you?
Yeah, something like that.
All warriors feel fear at one time or another, Spyro.
What?
There's no shame in that.
What are any of you talking about?
Fact that the quotient between adrenaline and trepidation...
Voltaire, please. I believe our good friend here was trying to make a point.
Thank you, Cyril. What I was going to say is that all warriors feel fear, Spyro, but only the most valiant among us can face that fear and master it. What I saw of you on Munitions Forge, you are one such warrior.
Spyro, it's okay to have
Young
felt
dragon,
fear and been running. You shouldn't feel too ashamed about
Now
it.
is the time to face your fear.
I'm also the one who told you to run.
Come.
I'm not sure why you think
Am I
it's
the
your
one still
fault
petrified?
that he died. starting to think this kid's game story is a little weird.
It's probably fine. Okay. Well, before I do ice breath training, it is... I should save some points to level the thing when I get it. It is about time to wrap up.
Save your epic learning experience for next time.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be not as much torment as the ice one was, and if they do make me, like, learn anything complicated, I at least won't have to, like, struggle to remember it next week. Not that I necessarily think it's gonna be super useful, but
You're gonna have to solve brain teeth.
you have to solve the New York Times crossword to learn how to use your Earth breath.
You have to solve the junior jumble.
Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Last Second Life.
Maybe Last Second Life. Maybe I'll actually remember to download the game I want to stream before I oversleep on Friday. But we should be, like, for real starting Little Goody Two Shoes.
Alright, that's the one.
I think maybe we'll finish this first game next week, but I don't actually know for sure. It feels like that weird just close enough to the end of the game point. But I looked it up real quick, and there's apparently 2 other levels, so we'll see. But for now, hope everybody has a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.